G'day guys, dshban here, Crash Bandicoot. Let's see if we can actually do this jump this time. What a start. First time after spending an eternity last video being bad at that. So this is already very promising. Hi, how you going? I'm doing well, thanks. It's nice of you to die, Crash. It's really a pleasant thing to see. So this has already gone tremendously. I've finally done it and shown that it's possible, and then just been incredibly impressive at doing everything else poorly. So yeah, apparently the key is just to go a bit further before I jump. Precise controls, obviously, easily used and exist on a keyboard. If I can just be... That... Why did you not appear again, platform? You jerk? You're trying to hinder my progress or something? You're trying to be the band hinder or something? Both of these things are bad. You don't want to be either of those. What has Hinder done since Lips of an Angel? Come on, think about it. Also, just be Nickelback, basically. Is that like a genre rock that just sounds all the same like that? Just could be. Oh, that was pure skill in all of it. That dude just wants to murder me, and it's very rude of him to do that. These boxes are invisible. I'm standing in them, and also behind this thing, and I'm kind of phasing part through that wall, if you can tell, which I assume you can, as you have eyes. I mean, that's an assumption to make, I know, about my viewers. Generally, viewers are going to have eyes, it does seem like, but not always. Perhaps not. When's the best time to go? Here, it's there. Hey, I can kill that dude. So that was a positive, mixed in with the negative of, you know, death. Can this dude... Maybe I can get him to jump in the hole. Hey, come over here. Hey, just a bit, no, just a bit further this way. You're standing half on the air. You're almost doing it. You can't do it, can you? What am I caught on? What am I caught on? Ah! That was unnecessarily frantic. Anyway, here we go. Video games, they're being played. Perfect. They're tricky. Alright, you know they're tricky. I think I've done that joke already, but it's not like I would never repeat jokes on the internet. No, don't be ridiculous. You're just being preposterous here. Come on, it's just, you're insulting me, you're insulting yourself, you're insulting the entire internet. I don't know, like, who would speak for the internet? Probably like, I don't know, the Star Wars kid, the YouTube guy, me. I'd be okay to do it. I'm not okay to do this game well, obviously. That's one of my main problems. And if the thing that really determines whether someone speaks for the internet is their ability to play Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation 1, I fear I may be ruled out of contention for the higher up roles. So maybe, you know, a middle management position is certainly a possibility. But I don't want to exclude myself out. You know, my resume is solid. I've played very well in kids games, and you know that's impressive. That fire is totally going to light at some point. Those bats are totally going to appear at some point. These are things that are going to happen, and I'm telling you about them, but not listening to myself, which would probably be optimal. Alright, these all just go at once, so you've just got to kind of go for it. And I did. And I got it. And I got the thing. And I got a cortex. And I just even didn't try and look at where those rocks were going to come out. I just hope for the best. These are going to fall, I can tell. Why would they be there? If not... okay. We're good. What have we got? And we got that. Oh, it's difficult when the blocks are taking up the space that I need. And it's risky business as reference. Because things... I don't know if I mentioned this, but when I was trying to figure out why I was doing so bad at that jump earlier, I can't remember if I did. I already said this on a previous recording. I was looking up this level, and apparently this is one of the hardest levels in the game, commonly believed to be by the Crash Bandicoot community, which I believe is called the Crash Community, by you know, no one. I mean, fans of. What? That box killed me? That was kind of amazing when you think about it. That dude would come out and I can go here and those dudes would be like, whoa, what are you doing? But that box, apparently a giant steel box bouncing on your head, bad times for your skull. I mean, I wouldn't have thought, except that I would have, and that was fortunate as well. Look, the important thing is that I somehow made that jump as well, and I'm gonna go for that life, because, you know, now that I have 24 instead of 23, and I'm using save states, I'll be fine. It's obviously how that works out. I really can't tell the perspective right here. That made that jump very difficult. Sort of moving on a 2D plane in a 3D environment. Not the best of times, nor the blurst of times, to be fair, stupid monkey, but bonus round. Woohoo. I'm just... You can feel the excitement, everyone. It's good times for all. Here's some more silver boxes, my arch nemesis, as I believe the Russians would have to call them. I don't know what they care about grammar for. They're Russian, they have their own language. Get out of here. If you come here to all of the places that speak English, you can... something. 16 out of 32 levels. Oh, we're halfway. And if this is the hardest one, and I know some of the later ones you would assume would be harder, but, you know, we could be done by next year. No, realistically, I understand that watching the one LP of the one game doesn't always bring in the most views. I can tell by the view count that people lose interest to some point. If you're still watching this, thank you very much. But you are in a, at least a plurality, although I don't know what the sample is that I'm referring to as the plurality. So really, I'm just saying words and they're coming out of my mouth, and they're going into your ears through another middleman there. And really, we should cut out the middleman. I should just speak directly to you. I've completely lost my train of thought. That was like 7 tangents in one sentence. This is the problem when you just ramble. These things are getting faster. And this level, by the way, goes on forever. This isn't just me being terrible, I can tell. I mean, it's partly that. A reasonable portion of this is that. But in fact, that gameplay was solid. You know, I'd give it a 6. Not on the video game rating scale, even though I'm rating a video game, because video game ratings obviously are dumb, and a 9 on an IGN is bad. But anyway, I made it! Holy crap! Phew, indeed, Crash. Never was that more apt as an animation, and as a reflection of my feelings of that. I mean, more Australian stuff. We had Ripperoo, and now Koala Kong, which again is making you think that a koala is a bear, when they're not. Koalas are not bears, nor do they control minds. That was not... Spinning is a thing I can do, but it's not what I'm supposed to... I don't remember how this is supposed to work. Do I get in the way of the... Oh, okay, I do spin it back at him. So I'm just going to keep spinning these blocks. Because, I don't know if you guys have been down the mines before, but it's full of mutant koalas trying to throw coal at you. And it's terrifying. I mean, West Virginians would know what I'm talking about. They, of course, when not burning couches, would be doing this. Get it? References to, like, college football or something? I guess that was not going to end well in any way, except in the part where it could have. But you know, specifics are irrelevant in this way. Let's keep... That dude, those things are going to keep coming at me. He's going to be looking the wrong way, but still be able to throw it accurately at me, and really the main thing is timing and then getting away from those TNTs, because they're dynamite, and TNT putting up a fight. I think I've done this again. I'm almost certain that having TNTs in Crash Bandicoot has meant that I've made a joke about the AC/DC song before. And you'd think I'd know, because AC/DC, basically the Australian national anthem. I don't know if you're aware of that, but it's actually true. It's not. It doesn't make sense. Why would they have licensed music as the theme to a country? That's not what it is. Oh god. I've forgotten what buttons do. I think I jumped at a TNT. That's not good. This dude's gonna... that murdered me and sort of went into me as well. Both of those things are bad. I'm gonna save state as I get through his life bars. It'll be really helpful if I have more of the Aku later in the boss. You could understand that. It's a pretty simple concept, and I have some faith in you for some intelligence. I mean, you're watching me. That implies a huge level of intelligence. There's a lot of things on the internet, and that's a statement as true as it is asinine, really. Just the most pointless things one could possibly say. It's like, the sky is, and have that as your sentence. You know, the sky is, because it does exist. It's inarguable. I mean, if you wanted to argue it, you could. You'd just be wrong. And that's why I didn't even hurt him, did I? Koala Kong. So I mean, does that make two animals in video games that have Kong in their name but aren't at all monkeys? Or, no, I've got that wrong. Donkey Kong is a monkey but isn't a donkey. Koala Kong is a no, it exploded because the other one's exploded. Koala Kong is a koala but not a monkey, but donkey. So they're different, and we're all different, and we're all special, and we all know this. As Barney continually tells us. I mean, that's where I learn most of my information is from Barney the dinosaur, because he is a dinosaur from our imagination. And maybe I can actually wait to hit those for when that perfect. I can probably wait when he throws that fourth one for the cart not to be in my way. But it would be a lot easier if the cart isn't in my way in the first place. Nope, you can't. Fantastic. On the plus side, the mask that floats around me like he's in orbit, Aku Aku, of course, is the name, which I've already referred to him in the last 2 minutes, so I don't know why I did it there. He always regenerates, which is nice of him to appear out of nowhere and be my guardian spirit. Although, you can infer that if he has the ability to do that in this, why doesn't he do that at all times? Does he not care about my well-being at all times, just only at some? Because that seems unfair. And I could get into some sort of religious thing here, and I won't, because there are people who have religion on the internet, I've heard. Or in real life, in fact. Not that the internet isn't real life, but there's an interesting debate to be had about how people act on the internet and things. Save state. Save state. Don't know why I needed to tell you, I could have just not. But I decided to, because I wanted to reveal these things to you. I felt it is important to have a level of communication, a constant communication going on, except when it wasn't constant there for a second, because I was like, whoa, why do things happen? Things and stuff! Go away. Things and stuff. That's not gonna hurt him. Darn mine carts! Get it? Mine carts and Minecraft are both words. It's not really combined. They're not homonyms, but they've got, like, the first half of the word similar, and then also other things. Oh, okay, I can actually just wait. There we go, perfect. That actually went quite well. If you just dodge them, you don't have to launch them straight away, which is a plus. It is not a minus. It's not a mathematical symbol at all, actually. So if I just wait, and then he's gonna pose, he's gonna look like David Otunga, because when you're standing next to me, and wrestling references. No, okay, I ran out of time. You can't wait forever, and really, that's Crash Bandicoot making a statement about life in general. You cannot wait forever, whether it be to ask that girl out you like, or to spin a boulder at a giant mutant koala. It's basically the same thing, except you have to spend less money on the mutant koala. So in a sense, words that I forgot. Save state, load state here rather, where I have two things. Oh, you can actually just dodge those. That seems like a good thing that I'd like to do. Don't hurt me. And now hurt you. Fantastic. Alright. I don't remember which one's the save button all of a sudden, so I'm just gonna not bother. That's save. Alright. Alright. Just gonna throw this. There's gonna be more TNTs in my way. And I'm gonna wait a second. Just wait for that one to pass, and then go! Yeehaw. I did it, guys. I did it. It wasn't a 30-second ripperoo destruction, because I didn't remember how this one worked, but it's good. Oh, third island! Oh, man. Heavy machinery. Here we go. This is the business end of the game, because at this part, you have to consider economic factors. Yo, what do you... I don't know what you do. You seem like a thing I don't want to touch. I'm gonna what are these? I've forgotten what these enemies do, because I don't remember ever playing to this part of the game. That spike seems bad, but you can just jump on them and they act like turtles. So that's the thing. Here's a... I want you. I want you. Crash Bandicoot pointing at on a poster referring to Aku Aku. This is dangerous. Oh, you spin close to the top and things happen, and then you collect. So those red ones are bad, right? Yep. Yep, I am. I'm correct. I'm totally accurate in my reflection, because red, not only does it mean stop, but it also means bad. See how these things work. Here's that dude's face. It's a pretty funny face. It's pretty wacky. Pretty crazy when you not just think about it, look at it. More and more so really look at it. I got a life. Hey, I got a life. And now here's that sure is a moving platform that really didn't hinder my progress in any way. I guess it's supposed to be an obstacle. Who knows? Me. It wasn't. Yeah, it was rhetorical, clearly. That dude cannot be touched. He is a stripper. I don't know if you know that. Those robot things are strippers. Let's load state. Yay, cheating somewhat. But also just trying to get this game done a lot quicker. I mean, as amazingly fun as I'm sure it would be to watch me do the same things repeatedly, sometimes, perhaps it would not be. You know, maybe sometimes the opposite. Hey, I can spin and that guy gets hurt from a fast-moving Bandicoot. Which really, wouldn't we all? I mean, a Bandicoot comes at you like going all like... That seems like a bad time. I would try and avoid that. It's just really something I don't want to be around for a variety of reasons. I mean, mostly I'm just a horrible racist towards Bandicoots. They should, well, he's Australian, so it's hard to be, isn't it? This is a very Australian game. I don't really think about it as such, but you know, you had Ripperoo, you had the koala. I think Crash doesn't really talk, but he's like, is he Australian in some way? Someone with an Australian accent. I can't remember Crash Bandicoot 3 where everyone talks enough. Crash doesn't talk in that. He is mute. Very much so. He's basically the Helen Keller of video games, which is astonishing, really, because the Helen Keller video game itself, you would think would include the Helen Keller of video games, but no, it's really weird. They the licensing just didn't work out for that thing, and in actual fact, the Helen Keller video game, Kellergeddon, as it's more commonly known in the anime community, actually stars Michelle Gellar. It's really weird. I mean, I can't explain it. I just know it, and I'm the only person to know it. I mean, if you look it up anywhere else on the internet, they're wrong, because they'll say that none of these things exist. But look, I'm telling you the truth, and the truth is that was really good. And I'm going to save state a bit later on in this level now, so I don't have to keep replaying the same section. This is as thrilling as it is. Let's do that. Fantastic. Now let's do these things. Let's just keep saying, let's do these things. And I'll never be inaccurate in terms of describing what I'm doing. Just be incredibly irrelevant and boring. Which really may be worse, because at least if I'm being inaccurate, saying things. Quite a logical way of dealing with that, actually. Anyway, let's move. I mean, these platforms, they're moving around. It's very difficult. How am I ever going to deal with it? The joke is that it's not hard to deal with. I don't know if do those guys not like being jumped on or spun? I'm doing both. Okay. Well, I mean, I touched the life. Camera, you're right there, camera? You're just gonna go over there now? That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. I'm pretty okay with that. But also I'm not. So, you know, there's that to deal with. I'm just really confused about this insanity that is right to left scrolling. I mean, what? You just bucking convention. And yes, I said bucking. I know it's a rude word that most of you just refuse to. I mean, I assume all of you stop watching now. I can say whatever I want now. Poop butt butts. Take that. Don't put that in your pipe and smoke it. I was going to say, just poop butt butts in your pipe. I mean, you're already smoking, and then you've got poop and butts in there. This is just. I sound like a 6-year-old playing this game. A 6-year-old with an accent who rambles. Sounds like a pretty cool 6-year-old. That was a thing that wanted to murder me, and it did. Although, to be fair, I don't know if there was a lot of intent there. Probably just, you know, it's a pipe. It needs to expel its students for bad behaviour, and it just so happened that Crash was in the way, and they're like, "Yo, it's manslaughter. Don't arrest me mean, arrest me, but don't send me to Priz, or the KK, as the kids call it today. Don't do it. Just don't. Say, I hit a checkpoint and then I'm good. If you hadn't noticed, by the way, I'm gonna make these videos a little bit longer to get through more stuff in each of them. In doing so, shortening the number of videos, and no, trust me, this will shorten the videos. It's more. Okay. Oh man, pro. It's not words. Those aren't words, me. You can't just make sounds and claim them to be words. It's really not how the English language works, or any, to be honest. I don't know about Scandinavia, the language of Scandinavia, which is the thing, don't I? I should stop doing that! I'm just relying on the crutch too much, which is weird, because when you have the phrase, a crutch, and the idea is that you're relying on something, that's like the point. It's sometimes used as a negative, but what are crutches if not something to be relied upon by people whose legs aren't working? I mean, do you want them not to rely on the thing that will enable them to walk? What are you, a jerk? You're a jerk! Okay, I was out of that hitbox. That was unfair. And again, I just load stated even though I had a checkpoint which was closer. Now I want to deal with that. Now I can just do this. That thing's gonna blow. It's gonna blow! And it did. And it was exciting. Aren't you excited? I'm excited. I mean, I'm not. But I said I was. That was a really useful platform. I'm really glad that existed. And by the way, bonus round. Woo! Woo! It's the police. No, don't. I do a da. It's not them or the ones that are gonna try and arrest me. Alright, look at this. Ready? I'm gonna be prepared for how many boxes. See, I was prepared. I just prepared poorly. Poorly sure, even. So you can... okay. So these aren't electric, despite being, like, yellow electric colour. It seems like a bad thing. Video games... Although, actually, I wouldn't... Let's try this again! Let's actually do it! This is a good time! Nothing but a good time. Whoa. I'm just gonna go. Because they're... Okay, well, there aren't even lives here. But anyway. 38% complete. I don't think that actually reflects how many levels I've done. It doesn't. I've done more than half of the levels now, or I'm in the second half. That's obviously all the gems and keys, which I'm ignoring. Because I know this is obviously a speed run, and it's going to be close to world record time, obviously. But funnily enough, I'm not going for all the things. Don't know if you knew that. Don't know if you can tell that. I'm just going to keep going. And by keeping on, just keep on moving. Follow the instructions of 5, who are my guides in life for how to deal with platforming. Just keep on moving on anyway. Get on up, even when you're down. And baby, take a good look around. I know it's not much. It's okay to keep on moving on anyway. Get on up, keep on moving. When you're down, keep on moving. I'm just going to keep doing all parts of keep on moving now. Actually, I'm not. I just said I was, but I stopped. Is that thing going to come back? It is! It's nice. That's like a stove. I don't want to touch that. It's weird. This environment's hard. I can't tell which things sometimes I'm supposed to be able to touch or not. I'm just assuming that I'm going to touch very little. Also, Chicken Little. I'm going to assume that I can touch him. I don't know why he exists in this reality, but you know, don't. I mean, it's obviously the case. I said it. I mean, and now it's on the internet, which means it's a fact. Oh god. That perfect. Where am I to come back? Where's the that's not. Oh wow. Well, I saved inches there, so that was really worth the load. Oi. No, not Jewish. Australian oi. There's a difference. I know the assumption is that Australia is very Jewish. It is the Israel of Oceania. But in actual fact, not that. Anything I've said is true. No, ever. Nothing I've said ever is true. Just think about that. Consider that fact, but then it wouldn't be a fact, so you can't really consider it so much. Yeah. Think about that. Yeah. Just keep thinking about things. Just I'm making your brain hurt. All the thinking you're having to do. It's crazy. That dude has to die. I murdered him. Let's move down. I'm liking this. I'm liking this beat. This mad beat that's going on. Can't hear a lot of it, obviously, because all I can hear, basically, when I'm doing this, is the sound of myself talking, which is assumedly most of what you guys can hear. It's kind of the point of having my commentary. But you know, I'm hearing. It's bleeding through some of these mad beats. It's no dubstep, and it'd be really weird if it was, because dubstep hadn't. See, you were supposed to move there, and you didn't, jerk. Okay, and get on this, and it will start moving now. And I was in the hitbox there, so that's pretty good. The hitbox, by the way, is the name of my new radio show, where we play the hottest hits from the 80s, 90s, and now it's the hitbox here on Crash FM. And now here's Katy Perry with a song about being a goofy slut character and teaching the kids bad things. Whoa, that's a bouncy. Whoa, it's a bouncy. I thought these were stoves, but they're bouncies. Ah, bouncies! Woo, bouncies! Bouncies! What are these bouncies? Ah, the bouncies! Bouncies! There's lives up there. Bouncies! I want the bouncies! Give me them lives! I got a bouncy lives, bouncy, and I can hear the end. This is going. I did it. I did it. Great. But you missed boxes. Oh. Just keep murdering me with boxes. 'Cause you murdered me with boxes. The famous song in the 80s. So it's the hottest hits. And in fact, that'll do it for this episode of Crash Bandicoot. It's a long one. Hopefully, I will do these. This sort of length from now on to grind through this one and get on to some hot new action games. But then they're not going to be action games necessarily. I just said words there and they happen to make something that exists. So for now, dshban saying goodbye, and thanks for watching.